Hey there, speculators. It is Rod. Futures on Fire. Welcome back to the channel. Futures on Fire, part of TDG, the Traders Dev Group. We make software and strategies for active traders and self-directed investors. In tonight's video, I'm going to revisit a topic that I talk about often, but unfortunately, I think it falls on deaf ears, and that is trade journaling. The importance of trade journaling. Now, not everyone comes to trading with the same level of experience or the same level of commitment or passion. And we all have different goals, different account sizes, different time commitments, all that, yada, yada, I get it. However, if you fancy yourself any way, shape, or form, someone who wants to or aspires to making trading a substantial or your primary source of your income, you have to use qualitative and quantitative analytics, and that is what we're going to talk about tonight. Now, I'm on my favorite tool. It's called Tradervue. There are other versions of this. It's Tradervue. You can see it right there. And the reason I wanted to revisit this tonight is because we recently had a number of traders, very exciting, pass their evaluations, some on Top Step, some here on OneUp Trader. And now that they're going to have a funded account, it doesn't get more professional than that. Now, we need to stay funded. And the most important part of that, in my opinion, is to start to look at these trades in detail. So let me just show you really quickly tonight. What I wanted to do is just revisit the reason that this is much more than just keeping this in an Excel spreadsheet and the importance of what's going on here, and a little bit about my process. So today, if I come over to, so right now I'm on the reports view. By the way, the plans here, plans and pricing for this tool, again, I have no vested interest in you using this particular tool. It's what I use. I just think it's the best. I do actually have a link probably in the description below where you can save a whopping $10 off your gold. But if you want to have the most important thing, which is commissions and fees, you got to have the gold plan. If you don't have your transaction costs included in your trading, it's really not accurate at all, because the transaction costs are a huge part of trading. So you need to go with this gold plan, and $40 a month is $49, $50 a month is next to nothing. Again, if you fancy yourself a pro trader. The other thing I was pushing some of the Futures on Fire Trader Room members today. I said, well, look, your evaluation costs are over, because once you receive your live funded account, you no longer have to pay the monthly fee to the trading organization to compete for the capital. So now they have extra money to invest in their business on tools like something like Tradervue. So here's what I do with Tradervue on a daily basis. I'm going to come over to my dashboard, and I've already inputted my trades here for the day. These all come out of Ninja Trader. Let me show you exactly how quick and how fast that can be. You come over to Ninja. I have my data disconnected at this point, but you go to Tools. You go to New. You go to Trade Performance. It's going to bring up this trade performance. You come over here, you sort by the day. Today is just this day I'm doing it. You generate for that day, and then you swap this and change it to executions, and you have all of the executions you need. You right click and you go to export, and that is it. That's all you got to do. You right click and export. Then once you have that file, and by the way, I have other videos on exactly how this works. The purpose of tonight is not to show you how to import trades, but if we go to import right there, I have it set to Ninja Trader. You put two little pieces of information here. You go and choose the file and upload it, and you're done. And then you have the information in there that you need, which is right here. Okay. Now let me just show you, when I go to Journal View, what I'm going to do is come in here and add some notes. All right. Now this is the qualitative part of journaling. Okay. Now it's not about writing, hey, I was not feeling very well today, or this is what's going on in the world. Again, you can do this in different, everyone can have a little bit of a different style when they come to the qualitative, because again, I already have the quantitative information already in here. I had one big trade, as you can see there, in the Nasdaq that was actually long. So what I can actually do is just say something like Nazi week for second day in a row, which it was, and then come over here to my Nasdaq chart, where we see there's this nice channel forming. Works very well for my particular trading style, which is support and resistance, mean reversion. We're just selling the top of the channel, buying the low of the channel. You can see we have extreme turn buy that came in right here. But how do I really capture that in my journal? I just go ahead and, since it's all web-based, I'm just going to hit copy, come over back to my journal, and come here, hit this little guy right here, drop in the, move that out of the way, drop in the link. It'll ask me what I want to name it. MNQ 4 hour. Boom. Hit save. And now I have this MNQ 4 hour. If I right click and open in a new tab, boom, there's that chart for me to reference. Okay, very, very powerful stuff. I know this might seem very subtle, but you're going to forget a week from now what the market conditions were and why certain things were happening in your trading on this particular week. I'm going to forget as well. It's fine for me to go back and just look at the data, but it helps to also have visual representation, at least of a couple key trades or a couple key charts, right? So that's just right there off of the sort of overview section, which is right here. If I come down to the Nasdaq right here and I want to actually do the same thing, I can add notes for this trade right here, and what I'm going to do is just drop in that same chart and just say MNQ 4 hour, which is what it is, and now I have it here as well. Okay, and this is all the various trades. Again, I didn't have to do any work. This was just imported directly from my Ninja from NinjaTrader. Okay, and these trades were all actually executed at Interactive Brokers. I have an API connection to Interactive Brokers, but I choose to actually import them from the Ninja feed as opposed to going over to IB, Interactive Brokers, and taking all the data from there. It's much more confusing. So actually these commissions are slightly estimated. They're a teeny bit different, a little bit lower actually over at IB, but I don't directly grab it from the IB feed. And then let's just take a look at some of the reports views that I just love. I really like this. Again, I have this set to net. Okay, that's very important, net, and filter for the beginning of this month. And you can see that here's the results so far for this month. And then if you want to look at what real trading looks like, we'll just clear that. And you can see that that's what it looks like. A little bit of red, a little bit of green, ideally more green than red. All right, we'll leave it there for tonight. Again, in the description below will be a link to saving a whopping $10 on Tradervue if you choose to want to take a look at using this. I think there's a 7-day free trial as well. You can choose the free plan, you can choose the silver plan, but again, without commissions and without the ability to import all asset classes, including futures or Forex for someone like me, futures more so. But if you're a Forex trader, I think you also need to have that bigger plan level. But and there are competing products to this, okay? And there's also, as I mentioned in many videos, you can do a little bit of lightweight journaling in a variety of different actual trading platforms. But if you want something that can really be universal, ultimately I try to work with clients and students and just provide advice that is around, I don't provide any advice, guidance that says that ultimately, to really be a professional trader, if this is your sole source of income, you're going to need to trade multiple asset classes, okay, at some point. Now, I start with the futures markets and then do a lot of things with equity options. There's a lot of people that just trade options or equities and don't look at the futures markets, which I think is potentially limiting their ability to hedge as well as to do intraday trading and trading when the market is closed. So if you want to eventually aspire to trading multiple asset classes across multiple time frames, maybe with a few different brokers, you don't have all your eggs in one basket as well, this is another advantage of something like Tradervue. You can import all of that data and you have a 360 complete view of your trading across multiple asset classes and different accounts. Okay, another reason that this is a good way to go. And then finally, if you are an aspiring prop trader, proprietary trader, I have some other videos on the channel here where I talk about prop trading. This is almost required in a lot of prop firms, that you have to come in here, especially when you're going through your evaluation periods, and make sure that you have both qualitative and quantitative data so that it can be reviewed by mentors or peers or other people within the trading organization. All right, I will leave it there for tonight. Hopefully this was a little helpful. Again, if you're watching this and you're one of the 10 or 15 people that have qualified recently for one of these funding programs using some of the framework and strategies and what we're doing at Futures on Fire and TDG in the Pro Trade Room, congratulations, very excited for you. And if you're interested in finding out how you can do that, again, check the description below and there'll be more information about that. And finally, if you like this content, you think it's valuable and you want to learn more about the futures markets, please hit the like button, turn on subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, hit the little bell so you can be notified next time that we broadcast. That's it for tonight. My name is Rod with TDG and Futures on Fire, reminding you to stay green and trade like you mean it. Thanks.